Security teams are forced to manage an overwhelming volume of raw vulnerability data. It's a constant stream of alerts that organizations cannot sustain. Critical context is currently trapped in disconnected silos. The NVD tracks the base record, the CISA KEV monitors active exploitation, and the EPSS calculates the probability of an attack. To see the actual risk, a human analyst must manually bridge gaps between these disparate feeds. Threat actors operate without these manual delays. The time between the initial public disclosure of a flaw and the release of a weaponized exploit kit has collapsed from weeks to mere hours. Automated attackers scan the internet for vulnerable targets the moment a vulnerability is announced. Meanwhile, enterprise defenders are often stuck cross-referencing spreadsheets, trying to determine if a specific CVE actually impacts their specific environment. The sheer scale of this raw data creates a persistent blind spot. Without a single, unified layer of intelligence to filter the noise, security teams lose the ability to identify signals that actually represent an imminent threat. Phoenix Blue serves as the unifying layer for this data. It pulls scattered threat feeds into a single, high-fidelity intelligence core. This diagram illustrates the ingest scale. The platform consolidates data from 15 sources into over 300,000 enriched records. It also tracks product health, assigning an A through F grade based on CVE density, which rolls up into vendor risk profiles tracking zero-day rates. By unifying CVEs, products, and vendors into a single view, security teams can shift from a reactive cycle of patching individual flaws to a proactive model of risk management. Most vendor advisories are unstructured text. Processing this requires an automated pipeline. An LLM analyst extracts over 50 structured fields, identifying root causes and threat actors. To prevent errors, an LLM judge cross-references claims against NVD ground truth, rejecting unverified data. Simultaneously, custom-trained neural networks evaluate the text to classify complex technical weaknesses. They analyze historical patterns to predict the underlying flaw, even when the original vendor documentation is incomplete. This use of AI creates an automated intelligence workforce. It operates at a speed and precision that human analysis cannot achieve at this scale. High-fidelity data is the starting point, but the ultimate objective is prioritization. For a security team to be effective, they need a clear ranking of which threats present the highest risk to the business. That ranking is driven by the Phoenix High Profile Score. Rather than relying on technical severity alone, it calculates risk by weighing real-world exploitation evidence against the actual enterprise deployment footprint of the affected software. For threats that are not yet active, the Enterprise Watchlist provides an early warning. It identifies vulnerabilities that lack current exploit activity but possess the specific technical traits that suggest they will be weaponized soon. Open-source dependencies are prioritized through the PSOSS score. This model combines active security risks with community maintenance signals and license compliance data to determine which library updates are the most urgent. These composite scores provide a definitive mandate for remediation. They allow teams to stop guessing and start addressing the specific vulnerabilities that dictate their actual risk posture. This infographic shows the final link. Data flows from the intelligence engine directly into the Phoenix supply chain firewall. At the bottom center, the firewall uses these risk scores to automatically block, warn, or audit packages at installation based on defined policies. The core philosophy is clear. Detection without enforcement is noise. Vulnerability identification is only useful if you can stop it entering the supply chain. This completes the cycle, aggregating scattered data through the AI pipeline to definitive risk scoring and real-time enforcement. Phoenix Blue allows security teams to move past the data deluge. It provides the unified intelligence to understand a threat and the enforcement to act.
Fix vulnerabilities today before attackers exploit them tomorrow.